Good morning. My name is Sue Averill, and my studio is located in Northern California, just north of San Francisco and beautiful Sausalito. And I paint two different series of works. One of them is urban landscape, as you see here. And this is actually a view that I get on my way to the studio in the morning. And the big mountain in the background is called Mount Tamalpais, and in the foreground that's the inlet, one of the inlets from the San Francisco Bay. It's a beautiful area, and I never tire of the inspirations that I see there. My next series is the botanical series, and I call this my Unstill Life series. You know, a lot of people paint flowers and vases, but what I try to do is capture the moment that I'm painting in and the mood. So this particular piece I painted here at the celebration, and my color often kind of shifts as I start working with my fellow artists in the tent and seeing their inspirations. You can't help but let some of that seep into what you're doing, and that's one of the reasons I really enjoy doing this show. This is actually the 7th year I've come here to do the show. All of my canvases start on this orange, and there's a lot of technical reasons that I do that, but one of the reasons, just from a pure inspirational standpoint, is that I love orange. And instead of starting out on this blank white canvas, I'm already enjoying the color, and it makes me want to paint more. Most of my work is not done with a brush, and this is a perfect example of that. I use all of these knives. I mean, everybody has the tools of the trade, and one of mine is this knife shape. And depending upon what I'm working on, depends upon what knife I happen to pick up. The other secret weapon that I have is, and actually this squirt bottle, believe it or not. All of these lines that you see in this piece are made by putting the piece flat on the floor and just using the moment of inspiration, starting to work the canvas with the squirt bottle. And before it dries, I'll load the knife with a different color and gently move it around and actually throw it back onto the canvas. And now this piece is just sort of building organically. I even do that on my cityscapes, and some of my cityscapes are quite large. Some of them are 72 by 72, 6 by 6 feet. And the largest I've done is a canvas 7 feet tall by 10 feet wide.
Wow.
And to do that with the squirt bottle and palette knife, I actually need a special apparatus to actually get up over top of the canvas. And so I have a big plank that's on wheels and raised that I move back and forth. Don't have those sort of equipments here in Arizona, but I do have another just static piece that I'll put over the corner. So I do hope you can visit me and see how these pieces come together. And just for a little treat today, I'll show you how I do one of my drawings, a simple drawing, starting on orange. And I actually just really commit to that drawing with a Sharpie pen. Draw, 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 draw.
Do you always know what you're going to do before you get started?
Actually, I do. The botanicals, I really kind of plan out in my head. Once in a while I'll use a bouquet to inspire, but it usually just goes with my mood, the color, and luckily I'm usually in a good mood, and so the colors are very bright and vibrant, and I just have fun with the colors and texture. Cityscapes are really planned. I start with photos, I do a detailed line sketch, sometimes I'll even do a detailed color sketch if it's a commission piece. And that way the client really knows what I have in mind and can actually participate in kind of the painting in a way, because they can make comments and suggestions before I get to canvas.
So you mean you would do something special just for one person?
Absolutely. Yeah. It does require me to go to the city. So this past year I actually traveled to several cities, 5 to be exact. I started in New York, went on to Pittsburgh, Chicago, Cleveland, and Portland, Oregon. So they take a lot of research, and I really want to capture the essence of that city. Thank you for your